All right, we have the game underway here. Lobby is fired. It does appear as though everyone has readied up. I need to adjust my screen though so you guys can actually see things and see what's going on. Um, let's see here. You guys probably want to be able to see their lovely faces and icons. So there we go. Shrinking it up a little bit. Hopefully everyone can see them okay. All right, so we have Game Slot in the first seat. And his spawn seems pretty not the best, not the worst spawn from Game Slot here. We do see that Northern Japan stable portal again that we saw last round. Blizzard configuration's a little bit different. The portals are a little bit different too, but that particular portal is in the same spot, which is interesting. In the second seat, we have Bart. Bart's spawn is kind of all hovered around the middle of the board here. His most external position appears to be the Philippines, which isn't that far from the middle of the board. So I think the first thing that Bart is likely to prioritize is spreading out a bit more. Yep, he's going to migrate his 6 stack a little bit to the west, consolidates his Philippine troops, and gets a wild card for his first draw. Not too shabby. We have Zycron in the third seat. Zycron appears to be requesting the Mongolia bonus. So in the previous round, there was a little bit of a disagreement between whether the Mongolia bonus should be taken or not. We'll see if we have a similar disagreement here, or uh, or if everyone agrees that this will be a bonus game. And speaking of bonuses, we will take a peek at those when the second round of turns starts. Ivor Sama is in the fourth seat. It looks like Ivor is has most of his material in the northeast corner of this board, and then also has an Indonesia 5 stack and a 4 stack on that island chain that escapes my memory. I can't remember the name for that. Zycron for the Mongol win, yeah. Um, that's where Ivor's going to get his card from. And yeah, that island position is the westmost territory that Ivor has. So he may end up thinking about moving west. There are some blizzards, though, on the east side of Afghanistan and the north side of India that choke up any type of migration west. And there's not really any portals in that west corner. The westmost portal is that 4 stack in Tibet that is currently occupied by GameSlot. So Mitch kindly moves out of Zycron's bonus and into his own bonus, takes the 2 territory Afghanistan bonus on the west side of the board, and allows Zycron to go. Mitch, by the way, is in the fifth seat. Last but not least, we have Swunk in the sixth and final seat. Does Swunk also decide to move out and give Zycron the Mongolia bonus? It does not appear as though he's willing to. Stacks up on a portal stack there. So either Swunk doesn't want Zycron to have that bonus at all, or he is simply telling Zycron to wait. So we'll see if Zycron decides to wait. A choice Zycron could make is rolling an 8v4 next turn for that bonus. So we'll see what happens. Game Slot quickly grabs his card. Uh, so I am curious about what Zycron does on his turn. So I don't want to just yet check the bonuses. Actually, I think we can quickly check the bonuses for this map. So just really quickly, there's 3+2s on this map. Korean Peninsula and Japan are over in the northeast corner. You have the Afghanistan bonus over in the west corner, currently occupied by Mitch. Then you have two +3s. You have Mongolia and Tibet. Mongolia is the bonus that Zycron is seeking to get. Tibet remains unclaimed. Indochina is your sole +4. Your only +5 is India. Then you have Southeast Asia as your +6. And then the big country in the middle of the board happens to be China, worth +7. Alrighty, so looks like Zycron is going to start to beef up and threaten that 4-stack. Doesn't have enough to roll it just yet. Well, I suppose he could roll it, but I don't think he will until next turn if Swunk doesn't move out. All right. Ivor is looking at that 7v4 and then gets a card, moves a little bit west, and nestles into that really narrow territory over in Tibet. Just a long, skinny territory there. Mitch, the only player on the board enjoying a bonus, decides to make 2 attacks this turn. And then we have Swunk. Does Swunk decide to allow Zycron to take Mongolia? Alrighty, so Swunk did indeed move out. Sorry, I got distracted by something. Swunk did indeed move out. Game slot. Not sure where he got his card, but it does appear as though he got his card somewhere. Oh, looks like he got his card Mongolia. And now Bart is up, thinking about what he wants to do. Grabs a quick and easy card. It appears as though he's signaling to take the Tibet bonus. Yeah, he's Bart would like to have the Tibet bonus. Driz is the broadcaster who I think it is, and Jack says, "Do you think it's Micah?" Could be anyone. Zycron's gonna go ahead and grab his bonus. I do. Yeah, it's my terrible broadcasting technique and commentary style that gave it away, isn't it? uh, anyway, we have Ivor. He's going to go ahead and grab a bonus himself as well. So Zycron's on +3, Mitch is on a +2, Ivor's on a +2. Ivor also moves out to allow Bart to eventually take Tibet. Will GameSlot do the same on his turn? Mitch continues to enjoy his +2. It's my voice. Yeah, I've never heard, honestly, before I started streaming Risk and doing stuff for Risk people, I did it's the first I've in my life that I've ever heard that, oh wow, your voice is very like distinct. Like I'm like, you guys might not believe me, but like um it's legit the first time I've ever heard it. If I'm Zycron, I move out of Japan to let GameSlot take it. Yeah, GameSlot still doesn't have a bonus. Um, and Swunk doesn't look like he'll get a bonus anytime soon. Yeah, the problem with making Asia 1800 into a bonus game with 6 players is there's always going to be at least one, if not 2 people that just don't have bonuses. Game Slot decides to trade on 3 for 4 troops. Second game in a row where we see a first round trade on 3 from the player in the first seat. So Game Slot does indeed want Japan, trades in early to take it. Game Slot doesn't need anyone to let him take anything. He will force his way in there. And Bart probably is going to decide to hit that 3. Loses 3 on it, though. That might not be the strongest hold. Is able to do 1 more hit to bring 3 more troops over to help protect his bonus. Why is the co-caster yelling? Did he not like that play? The co-caster is watching something. So the yelling you might be hearing is from his little children's show. So maybe that's the yelling in the background. Yeah, it's some kid show. I don't know what it is. I should probably pay more attention to what he's watching, but it looks like a nice little kid show, so I don't know. All right, so we have 5 players on this board who have a bonus. So yeah, Swunk is the one holding the bag here. What bonus is left for Swunk to take that the board would actually allow him to have? So this is the problem with a 6-player game on Asia 1800s. You have 3 plus 2s and 2 plus 3s. The next smallest bonus is Indochina, which actually, if we look at the board here, well, never mind. Before Mitch moved in with an 11 stack, Swunk may have had a play for Indochina, but no longer does. So yeah, Swunk, unfortunately, is out of luck here. It looks like he's going to try to insist on Indochina, saying, "Hey, everyone else has a bonus. Maybe I can have one." So yeah, it looks like he was planning the Indochina take, but Mitch interrupted that, moving an 11 stack in. Mike, it is a papa. Yes, I am a papa. I don't mind being called papa, but I do prefer the term daddy, for obvious reasons, or maybe not so obvious reasons. Hey yo. All right, so this game is fairly even, except for Mitch. Mitch is 4 or so troops ahead of everyone else. Well, not Zycron, now that Zycron has taken his turn. But yeah, fairly even. Everyone's roughly within 5-ish or so troops of each other. No one's really looking fishy. But the game is still young. We are about to get into the first round of trades, or really the rest of the first round of trades, since Game Slot decided to take his early. Jacob Vischer, settings. Yeah, it doesn't work. Here's what I can do, though. I can just tell you what the settings are. So, as a reminder, the settings that we're watching this game, world domination on the Asia 1800s map. We do have blizzards on, fog is off, portals are stable, auto placement game, progressive cards, expert automated bots, no alliances. We do have a 90-second turn timer, and the dice are balanced blitz. So hopefully that helps answer the settings question. It doesn't appear as though Mitch is interested in allowing Swunk to have a bonus. Bart is waving the rifle in the air, and Swunk says yes, but and slams that Mitch 5 stack, but still does not have the bonus. Indochina also includes the islands that Mitch just took a card on, which again, I don't actually remember the name of those islands. Game Slot doing some attacking down in Southeast Asia. Bart has a trade, and it doesn't appear as though he'll need to use his wild card. He'll be able to save that. If Swunk doesn't set on 4, Mitch may kill him on 5. This is a points game. Bounties and points, yep. Swunk dies this turn. Yeah. That isn't, yeah, Swunk dying is entirely possible. Swunk is pretty much in one position and has the least amount of troops and is the last person to trade. So there's a non-zero chance that Swunk dies here. Bart takes the 6 trade. Is it worth it for Bart to kill Swunk? So this is the question. If Swunk dies, I think you're right, Jax, that if he dies, it's likely to Mitch. So Bart is slow rolling Swunk, but not getting good dice. Loses 2 in 2 different places on that slow roll. Yeah, it looks like Bart is going to attempt the bounty here. And it does appear as though he has enough to take it. So spent a lot of troops for a kill that's worth 8 to Bart. Because now he trades in for the 8 bounty. And still, even after that, so that trade, he didn't have to use his wild card. And then the next trade, he still doesn't have to use his wild card. So I think that was a good kill for Bart actually, because now he's got card advantage, and he still is able to save his wild card. So, but he spent probably more troops than he wanted to on taking that. Yeah, Bart is fishy. So we might see Mitch trade in and take the Bart kill maybe. Zycron trades in for 10. What does Zycron decide to do? I don't think Zycron has quite enough for the Bart kill. So Jax is saying that Bart dies here. Yeah, I mean, there's certainly a non-zero chance that Bart dies. Is Zycron going to be the one to do it? I don't think so. I think if anyone kills Bart, it's going to be Mitch. Of course, if Game Slot has a set on 3 and Mitch doesn't take the Bart kill, then maybe we see Game Slot take it. Yeah, alliances are off. Riedel. If Games has a set, it's going to be tasty if Bart survives. Yeah. All right. Ivor traded in for 12. Decided he did not want the Bart kill. Mitch trades in for 15. Does Mitch want the Bart kill? He doesn't, and doesn't take a card either. Very interesting play from Mitch. Game Slot trades in on 3 for 20. Does Game Slot take the Bart kill? Bart saying so lucky. It looks like Game Slot is going to go for the Bart kill. Loses 11 on that 12 stack. Still losing troops. He's going to need to path this pretty optimally. Going to end with a 6v5. Oh, slow rolling it. Not the best, not the worst. Ooh, that might be the kiss of death. That might end the kill attempt here. Does he do one more slow roll? Gets perfect dice there. He's slow rolling it again. No, just leaving 2. So he's going to come down with that 7. He still has a 7 in Japan to come down and over. And he should have perfect dice to finish Bart off. So GG's, well played. Oh, slider error. 3v2 slow roll. Oof. So you guys are right. He can double tap. But that second tap did not quite catch what it needed to. Big oof indeed. A bit of a slider issue for Game Slot there. Bart trades in and gets 25 troops. Does not have to use his wild card. All he has to do is take one more card here, and he can set in next turn as well. But does he decide to card skip? Does he feel fishy enough to where he doesn't think he should take a card at all. I think if you're Bart here, I think you risk it because I think you end up dead anyway, right? Yeah, Bart does decide to take a card and break Game Slot and decides to park his 27 stack in what was once Game Slot's bonus. All right, so we have 3 players with trades on 3. We know that Bart has a trade on 3. We do not know if Zycron does. Zycron now happens to be the troop lead, decides to break Game Slot's other bonus that he stole from Bart. It looks like Zycron might be attempting the Bart kill 31 v 27. Does he take it? He's thinking about it. Gets excellent dice. Finishes Bart off. So that is a GG's for Bart. So GG's to Swunk, and well played to Bart taking the Swunk kill. GG's to Bart, well played to Zycron, finishing what Game Slot started and taking the Bart kill there. So Zycron trades in again. Not sure if he has the wild card that Bart picked up, if he had to use that or not on the trade he just turned in. Game Slot looking real fishy, but Game Slot's only on 1 card right now. All right, Carter's predicting a Zycron sweep from here. The problem is, Iversama is the only one he could kill and set. Well, I guess he could kill Mitch and set in turn. And they're both on 52 cards. Doesn't look like he's going to go for either of those kills. Just going to fortify, maintain his positions and his card lead. So Zycron has a commanding lead here. Zycron is very much in the driver's seat. Welcome in, Bart. GG's indeed, that was a crazy one. Yeah, the Game Slot set on 3 was definitely crazy. You're probably fine there if Game Slot doesn't set on 3 and do that, but taking the Swunk kill for you was also dicey, especially when both your slow rolls failed. But yeah, it could have worked out. So I don't know. Ivor spending a lot of time thinking about what he wants to do this turn. Knows that he's in trouble. Does not. I think if he had a trade, he would have used it by now, unless he's debating. Unless he has a trade and he's debating on holding or not. Yeah, I wanted to risk it. If Mitch gets the kills, he gets way too strong. Yeah, fair enough. Ivor does not trade in, does take a card, which I'm sure Zycron is not complaining about. Mitch decides to keep card skipping. I think if you're Mitch, oh, Game Slot's also going to card skip. Ivor says good game, as he is the only one worth killing. Zycron trades in. And I think we're going to see Zycron go for the Iversama kill here. Daddy. Hey. Daddy. You want to come up here, big guy? Daddy. Hey, how are you? So. Yeah, so look. You see the numbers? Yeah. So, Zycron is going through, is indeed going for the Iversama kill, but does he have the split here? Oh, no, he doesn't need to split. There's a 29 stack over in Tibet. He's got plenty to get this Iversama kill. So GG's to Ivor. Congrats to Zycron taking the 3rd bounty of this game. And I think that was Zycron's 2nd bounty. Zycron trades 40 troops. And now it's just a matter of who he wants to kill next. Does he go ahead and finish Game Slot? And it appears as though Mitch has card skipped his way to second place, maybe. Unless Zycron goes for Mitch first. 7v7, is that enough? Slow rolls it, does not get good dice on that slow roll. So Zycron going for the Mitch kill, it looks like. It appears he will get it. That does not set him in turn. But doesn't matter. He's got enough troops on the board to finish GameSlot off, and GameSlot does not have enough cards to even hope for a trade here. Puts Zycron on 5. That should be enough for Zycron to finish it up. What? I'm just tickling you. I'm just tickling you. Yeah, so what my co-caster's doing here is he's play acting what GameSlot is going through right now, telling Zycron, "No, Daddy, no, Daddy." What was that? What were you saying? Oh, stop! Yeah, see, that's what's going on here. Zycron punishing Mitch for doing so. Love it. Yeah. So Zycron on 13 troops with all his bounties, trades in for 45. No! Hey, can you stop making fun of GameSlot? He's a very good player. Okay? Alright, so yeah, GameSlot found himself in an unfortunate situation with that slider error. If it wasn't for that slider error, GameSlot would have gotten that Bart kill. It was a good play on his part. He's a very good player. Hey! He's only got a few spots left. So, GG's to GameSlot, and well played to Zycron, taking the W in round 2. You want your turn? You don't get a turn. You're dead. Oh, wait. Oh, you're talking about... Oh, you're not play acting GameSlot? Is that me just being an a-hole? Okay. Let's see if we can get a post-game chat going.